are not to bury us. And for some of us, if you don't want your children or your loved ones to bury you outside of the plan of God, some of you got to make some changes. And I'm not talking spiritual changes. Some of you might have to, but some of you got to make some physical changes. I know the back don't want to say amen. Some of you got to, get a little more healthier. Hit the gym up. Not hit on gym, but hit the gym. Go to the gym. Eat differently. Believe me, I'm there too. I'm trying to eat those green things. I don't know what they call them, but they're always trying to put it on my plate. Oh yeah, that's the word, vegetables. Vegetables. They're trying to get me to eat all these vegetables. And I don't like a lot of them. Some of them I do. Chocolate-covered vegetables, man, they're great. Those candy vegetables, man, they're awesome. But I had to make changes. Remember, I had to go to the hospital a couple times, and I had to make some changes in my diet. Am I perfect? No. Some of you all still tempt me with cakes and stuff, and I don't want to be bad, so I eat it. Amen. You're like, hey, I left it there at Mariano's for you. You just got to pay for it and pick it up. And so I go, and I get it, and I eat it, and eat it, and eat it. But you got to make some changes, or else God can't do what he needs to do in your life and fulfill the original plan, because your health won't take you there. See, if I want to continue to preach and travel and do what I do, I had to change my lifestyle. And so what did I do? I started going to the gym. I started working out. I started, doing what things that are necessary. I cut out, different things out of my life. I try not to eat certain things, so much. And it's a struggle, believe me. It's not easy. I love donuts. I really do. They're from the Lord. I think heaven's going to be filled with donuts. When I walk in, God's going to say, hey, welcome, thy good and faithful servant. Here's all the donuts you want. Because then I don't have to worry about it, because I ain't going to be a fat angel. I'll be a healthy angel. Because God said I'm getting a new body. I can't mess it up once I'm in heaven. I get perfection. So I'm waiting for that day, but I don't want to go tomorrow. I got children to live for. I got bills today. I got to pay for them. Amen. So in order for me to be around, I got to make the sacrifices. And so some of you got to make right choices. You got to change some things in your life in the natural. It's not always just spiritual. Yes, spiritual is there. Some of us, we do got to make some changes there, but you hear that all the time. Some of you got to make some natural things. Some of you, maybe, a good walk around the block won't hurt you. I have yet to hear someone dying that they took a walk around the block. Amen. Amen. Just do what you got to do. I don't want to bury none of you. I want you guys to bury me. Amen. I don't want to bury none of you all. I want to see you guys live and fulfill the destinies of God in your life. I want you to be able to see your children, your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren, whatever the plan of God is for your life, the age that he has set, because he has a number. This is the age that is the original plan for you to go to heaven. I don't want that number to change. If it's 99 or 98, I don't want it to be 58. I want it to be 98. Whatever the number is that God has placed for your life, I want you to reach it there and enjoy it. My parents, I thank the Lord for them. My dad and my mom, were, old school Mexicans. They didn't eat McDonald's. Well, one, they didn't have money for McDonald's, but they didn't even know what McDonald's were. That wasn't on them. My dad didn't like burgers and stuff like that. So growing up, I didn't eat a lot of that either until I got my own money. Amen. Then I learned about pizza, McDonald's. I learned all the bad stuff. But when I was growing up, we had tortillas. We had rice and beans. We had homemade food. My mom would cook every day. And I share with you how she changed the meal plan every day. We ate rice and beans on Monday, and on Tuesday, we ate beans and rice. Every day was something different. But we ate it. And now my dad right now, he's 90 years old, healthy. He's still driving. Still driving. My mom's 87. The only thing wrong with her, she's got some little arthritis. But outside of that, her health, she's healthy. But that didn't happen because she ate, a whole bunch of junk food. And my dad ate a whole bunch of junk food. He didn't eat that stuff. If you see him, you'll see him in the quinceañera. He ain't, obese. He's skinny. He talks to me. He says, "You're fat." I was like, "Thanks, Dad. I love you too." I'm just healthy. I'm not fat. I'm healthy. But that's what I want for all of us, because your children, they don't want to see you die early because of decisions we made. So live the life that God has in store for you so that you can be blessed, you can be prosperous, you can see your children's children, man. Isn't that a great honor to be able to see that? Amen. My parents are seeing their great-great-grandchildren, second greats, because they've lived so long to be able to see that. And that's what God has for every one of us. They're no different. They just made different choices in their lifestyles. And it's never too late, guys. It's never too late. You could have sickness right now, diabetes, you can have high blood pressure, you can have whatever. And through God bringing in healing and you making right choices and how you eat and how you exercise, you can turn that around. And that sickness and all that is flowing in your bloodline, it might have flowed in your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your parents, but it's going to stop flowing in you, and your children are never going to have to deal with it because you're going to say, "It stops with me."